I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. And a pretty even week for me, guys. I know this is a little early, but I have the electric run I have to do tomorrow or tonight, depending on when you're watching this. Saturday night, that's what it is. It's another 5K. I'm going to be walking it because my knees aren't what they were anymore, and when you're as big as I am, you shouldn't be running around that way anyway, and plus I don't want to hurt them before I go to Disneyland. But I still like to do 5Ks. It's a nice gathering of cool people, and it seems like a pretty cool run. Basically what happens is it's at night and there's lights all around. It's lit up and there's music and hopefully a whole lot of fun. Got my packet over there and some glow sticks and things like that. So it should be pretty cool. I might take some video, take my camera down and take some video of it, because it seems like like it'll be a pretty cool event. I'm not sure what you'll see, considering how dark it'll be and with the lights and everything, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's why this video is a little bit early. Just to get this out of the way, the Where in the World answer was the Seas with Nemo and Friends, the aquarium exhibits in there. That's one of the best parts of the Seas with Nemo and Friends, is that they actually took the time to make it, an aquarium, and you get to see some pretty cool stuff. Very neat stuff in the Seas with Nemo and Friends. It's the smaller tanks, actually, the smaller tanks, not the big main tank that houses the dolphins and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get right to the news. In a turn of events that rarely happen in Walt Disney World, Monorail Gold was evacuated this past week after storms caused the power to fail. The power outage affected the other trains as well, but Gold was the only monorail train that could not restart. Because of where the track was located, or where the train was located on the track, the train had to be totally evacuated. There wasn't, they weren't able to get a rescue car over there. Normally that's what would happen. They'd have a rescue car come up, but because of where the train was, I think it was at the interchange between Epcot and the express track, or one of those funny, interchanges that, like, it's the worst case scenario that could have ever possibly happened. Power outage right there. So that's exactly what happened. Basically a rescue train couldn't come, and they couldn't transfer them over. So what they had to do, they had to evacuate them using either it was like a cherry picker or something like that. It took about an hour, and nobody was hurt. Everybody was fine. It just got a little hot in there, that's for sure. Stuff like this doesn't normally happen, but accidents do happen. It's not a perfect world out there, so when you're at Disney World, stuff can happen, but it's a very, very rare thing, especially in this case. Registration is now open for the 2015 Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend. The event takes place on Thursday, February 19th to Sunday, February 22nd. Registration is available on the Run Disney site right now, so if you're interested in that, check it out. Construction permits have been filed for the Rivers of Light show construction at the Disney's Animal Kingdom. The paperwork is suggesting that there will be at least 2 viewing areas for the water-based show, one in Asia and one in Dinoland, USA. The show is going to include live music, floating lanterns, water screens, and more. Rivers of Light is expected to open in March of 2016. So awesome. I can't wait to see that. Asia is pretty nice. There's a dock right down there where they were going to have docks for the boats that were supposed to go around there. And Dinoland is going to be interesting. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do with that. So very, very cool stuff. The premium package for the Frozen Summer Fun Live at Disney's Hollywood Studios has now sold out for all remaining dates. The package provided reserved viewing and dining options and a dessert party viewing of the Frozen Fireworks Spectacular. day guests can continue to take part in all the events, but without the premium package benefits. I actually found out from the Disneyland people that they have a Fantasmic dessert package and things like that. I want to be doing a lot of that because I figure if I'm going over there, I want to have a good time and I would like to sit in some nice places. So for Fantasmic, I'll be doing the dessert package there, which they said was cool because you can also stick around and watch the fireworks there too. So very cool stuff there. You know, check out those little dessert packages because you might actually wind up having a pretty cool night. Maybe not with kids, but if it's just you and like a friend or whatever, it might be worth it. And finally, in some rehab and refurbishment news, the Magic Carpets of Aladdin at the Magic Kingdom is scheduled to close for a brief refurbishment this year, beginning November 10th through November 21st, reopening to guests on November 22nd. So keep that in mind if you're going down during those times. So that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, and continuing with Jamboree July, where I review different parades and kind of those sideshows that Disney has, you know, like not the big shows that they put on, but some of those sideshows that you kind of walk past and go, oh, that's pretty cool, let's go see what that is, and some of the the older parades. I want to start today with the old Tapestry of Dreams or / Nations parade that used to run in Epcot. Now this parade really didn't last very long. This was Disney trying to get a parade into Epcot. Disney has a parade in pretty much every other park, even in the Animal Kingdom, which wasn't open at the time that they did this. But there was a parade in pretty much all of them aside from Epcot. Epcot never had its own grand parade, so this was Disney's attempt to try to make a parade that will fit the Epcot theme while still being grand and awesome. So they came up with the Tapestry of Nations in 1999, just in time for the Millennium Celebration, and it was a pretty interesting parade. I went back and watched it because I hadn't seen it in forever, literally, because this parade only lasted, I want to say, for 7 years, maybe, or at least it switched over into Tapestry of Dreams, but I'll get into that in a minute. It started with the Tapestry of Nations, like I said. It was a very more, it was a very serious tone of, just the Epcot stuff, the unity of nations and things like that, and the diversity of the world and whatnot. But it was a very serious tone. Like there was the this Sage of Time, they called him. He was the kind of like the parade leader, and he was on stilts and had a big staff, and he would talk to you as as the parade went on, and you'd hear him and you'd be like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. And it was really neat. The parade itself was actually really nice. There weren't many floats. There was one big float that was really cool. It was this big rolling wheel that had little circles on the middle and two people on each side of it hitting those circles, and they're supposed to be drums. The drum wheel, they called it. It was very Dreamfinder-esque, very kind of steampunkish, and that was kind of neat. And the rest of the parade was these costumes that were designed by the guy that did the Lion King on Broadway costumes. His name was Michael Curry. He did that, and overall, I mean, they looked great, but there wasn't a whole lot more to the parade than there should have been, in my opinion. The parade, while the costumes were cool, there were some people on stilts, and then some people with these big metal things on, and it was pretty cool. During this 20-minute long parade, that there were different sections that had different costumes, but overall there really wasn't a whole lot to see, aside from people with stilts. I would have liked to have seen maybe one or two more floats in the parade than there were. There wasn't just a whole. It was missing that it factor that really, captured the imaginations of people, and I can understand why they kind of had to remove it and change it later. for Super Bowl 34 in the year 2000, they actually used the theme for the Tapestry of Nations in the halftime show, and they did, they even borrowed, I think some of the, the costumes and things like that to kind of go with it. So that's just a bit of trivia there for you. That was one with the St. Louis Rams and the Tennessee Titans, so there's that. So after the year 2000, the Millennium Celebration, in the spring of 2001, they decided to stop the show and kind of theme it so that it's more everybody friendly. So they didn't change the whole aspect of the parade, like the floats and the parade still stayed the same, but they made the Sage of Time, his narration, a little bit kind of lighter. They actually even replaced him with these three little, I guess like elf-like characters that went around and grabbed all the coins that kids would use during the KidCot things. Do you remember KidCot? That was kind of like the Kim Possible World Showcase thing, where kids would go around and do different things, and they'd get these coins, and then during the Tapestry of Dreams, they'd grab the coins, and then they would be able to, these elf-like creatures would be able to, keep the show going on. It was all really weird, and they redid the song to make it a little bit more everybody friendly. It wasn't as intense as the other one, and they were just trying to appeal more to kids, so that hopefully kids would enjoy it. But again, it was still missing that one, those one or two floats or those one or two things to really grab people's attention. And overall, in 2003, they canceled this show due to decline in popularity, and it just cost too much to run. I went back and watched it, both versions, and there are pluses and minuses for both of them. I like the drum float, and the idea of the like the people on stilts are great. But the thing is, to me, those people on stilts with the things, they are kind of side characters, and I'm missing, like, that whole parade is missing one or two main characters or main attractions, like the big floats that you see in the Festival of Fantasy parade now, or anything like that. So there were pluses for the Tapestry of Nations that I liked. It was pretty serious. I did like the music. But in the in the Tapestry of Dreams version, that's the one that I know more of, because that's one I've listened to a lot. But overall, I mean, it was pretty much the same. But I didn't like the whole elf thing. That was kind of weird. I didn't really buy into that. But overall, I understand why they had to cancel it. But this was a good first effort for an Epcot parade. Epcot has that round world showcase, and it would be nice to actually give Epcot a proper parade, a proper afternoon parade or an evening parade that leads into Illuminations, kind of the way the Spectro Magic or the Main Street Electrical Parade leads into Wishes. That would be kind of cool. Well, what would they do with it? I don't know, but I think don't make it another Tapestry of Dreams. Have the think it through. Have there be a couple main attractions, main floats that would be really cool. I don't know, maybe different floats for the different countries or different pavilions, maybe like a test track sort of thing. I don't know, but I would like to see some form of parade at Epcot, or an evening parade at Epcot. Just because I think they could really do some cool stuff with it. So what am I going to give the Tapestry of Nations / Dreams parade that was there at Epcot for a little bit? Honestly, I'll give it 3. It was a solid effort. 3 stars. It was a solid effort. I understood what they were trying to do, but they didn't pull it off. That was one of the few things that Disney didn't pull off. I think it was at the time when Disney was kind of confused with itself. They were just getting out of the 90s and realizing that the 90s were just the 90s, and that type of stuff doesn't lead on forever. So they they came up with this, and it was just all muddled, and it was like the the movies at the time. It was very they were all very muddled, and they didn't quite make any sense to me, at least. So yeah, the Tapestry of Nations / Dreams Parade at Epcot, 3 stars. Check it out. It's on, they're on YouTube, and definitely worth a look if you've never seen them before, just so you can at least say, hey, I saw it. So check them out. Okay, guys, the next thing I want to review today is a show that is still currently running at Disney World. It's in the Magic Kingdom, right out front of the Cinderella Castle. They have it usually around 2 or 3 times a day. It's the Dream Along with Mickey show, and it's actually pretty cool. It opened in 2006 with I think the Year of a Million Dreams, kind of festivities, and it's lasted this long because it's a pretty popular show. It's a good show that people can kind of walk in on and still kind of understand. It showcases characters, showcases some villains there that people like. It's like a really scaled down version of Fantasmic, but it gets the idea across. Now, the whole main story of this is pretty basic. Mickey and his friends are out there, and Donald says he doesn't believe in dreams. Okay, so Mickey's like, wait a minute, hold the phone, Donald. You don't believe in dreams? What, are you stupid? Oh my God. Here, guys, you know what? From now on, everybody's dream is being made. This is what's happening now. Everybody's dream is being made. So everybody gets their dream and everything. And what does Goofy want? Of course, he wants to be a pirate. Pirate Goofy. Of course he wants to be a pirate. He becomes a pirate. We're now in the pirate world. There's pirate crew members from Captain Hook's thing, and we're all singing and dancing. But what happens? Of course, there has to be some protagonist, sort of stuff, or antagonist stuff. Captain Hook walks in. Boom, I'm Captain Hook. And Smee walks in. Bam, hey, I'm Smee. What's going on? Hey, guys. So, of course, they do stuff. And who's going to save them from Captain Hook and Mr. Smee? That's right, Peter Pan. You guys got it. You guys are with me on this. You guys are with me. I like this. So Peter Pan foils Captain Hook's plot by what? Tricking him into thinking Tick-Tock the crocodile is around by showing him a clock, and we all hear the tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh my God, now, Captain Hook's running away because he hates crocodiles and clocks, and that's just kind of what he does. So what happens after that? Of course, Maleficent shows up. That makes sense. Maleficent shows up. Apparently Captain Hook and Smee is secretly working for Maleficent because they must be like at some really weird villain poker night and was like, hey guys, you know what we should do? We should ruin Mickey's parade. Well, let's not do Fantasmic again, because I get blown up every night. Fantasmic, I try to go into a thing. I grow into a dragon, and he shoots me with like a sword. I don't know how he shoots somebody with a sword, but he does. He shoots me with a sword and I die. That happens every night. So let's try to go over to this Dream Along with Mickey thing and ruin that. So that's exactly what they do. Maleficent comes in, tries to ruin stuff, but of course, using the power of positivity and love and the power of the people, Mickey gets everybody to think and remember that in your dreams, you have the power to do anything you want, and villains and evil cannot harm you in your dreams. And that's exactly what happens. So they change that. Maleficent disappears. So do Captain Hook and all them. All the bad guys and all the good guys are back, and everybody is happy. Yeah, so that's pretty much the show. You can check it out on YouTube. It's 20 minutes. It's pretty neat. Cool stuff. Dancing's fun. I like the the acting and the music and all. It's pretty neat. Basic stuff. Kind of like that. I embellished some things, so don't expect to see all that. There is no villains playing poker. That would be a cool picture. Just saying. Man cave right on the wall. Gonna happen like that one day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Dreams can't be defeated by evil is the whole, whole aspect of the show. Positivity and love will always win out, and you have the power to, to do whatever you need to do in your dreams, as long as you, think positively, and you can create all the positive dreams that you want. But overall, like I said, it's a good show. The dancing's good. I love the characters. You see all your favorite characters. You see Maleficent, one of the few things Maleficent's in now. I'm sure she'll be in everything now because of the movie being so good. But overall, it was great. I enjoyed it, and it's still running, because it's very popular, and there's a reason why it's been around longer than the the Tapestry of Dreams has. Yeah. So again, check it out on YouTube. There are some really good videos of the whole show, so you can see the whole shebang if you haven't been down to Disney. What's cool is now they actually have the newer blinking character models in there with the big heads. You know, the big characters. They're you know they're blinking now. So if you check out a video, make sure it's from like 2011 and later. You know what I mean? 2011 to now, and you'll see the current stuff. So yeah, what am I going to give the Dream Along with Mickey show that's out there right now? You can watch it tomorrow if you wanted to. I'll give it 4. This is a solid 4. It's a good show. It's a fun show that you can check out. I actually kind of want you to check it out because it is a fun show. But if you don't, check it out next time. Make it one of those things that you put on your list. But if you don't quite get to it, it's not that bad. But check it out next time. So overall, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think you will too. So check out Dream Along with Mickey at the Magic Kingdom, right outside the Cinderella Castle. 4 stars. Check it out. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. Again, I'm doing the electric run today sometime. So whenever you're watching this, or I did it, either way, keep an eye out for a video. I want to be doing a video on that, basically just one of those compilation things with a song, maybe one of those Partysaurus Rex songs. I think I'll do that one because I like it so much. That's how I roll. Yeah, it's weird. I haven't done a show on a Friday in forever, and it feels weird to be doing it right now because I want to think that it's Sunday tomorrow, but it's not. It's Saturday. So yeah, good stuff. So yeah, if anyone from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I just want people to go down to Disney World and enjoy the Dream Along with Mickey show in the Magic Kingdom. Very cool stuff. Check out all the cool stuff that you did on YouTube with the with the Tapestry of Dreams parade. Very cool stuff there. Didn't last, but that's okay. We don't always hit home runs. A single's good too. Adds to the batting average. Good job, Disney. Now, if you are going down to Disney World, be sure to go to allyournettouringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. That's really hard to say, wdwmagic.com. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, and the Passporter.com. Again, I know I always say those sites, but those are really good sites if you are going to Disney World and you don't know what to do. Check out those sites and my other videos. Very cool stuff there. So obviously that last week's was easy, and I want to try to make this week's a little tougher with the Where in the World. So let's see if I can do that. I don't think I will because you guys know way too much about Disney. Yeah. Check out the File91e Facebook page, and I'll see you guys next week for another Disney News and Reviews. And guys, where in the world am I this week? Bye guys.
That is quality.